Hi there, Caitlin McDonald here with the Social Speak Network, and I am so excited that you are joining me on day 5 of our 31-day challenge to running a successful and profitable freelancing business that helps you live aligned with your passions and your values in order to find freedom and flexibility. Now, today in day 5, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about what you should name your business. And so this is something that you can play around with, and my number one thing is always talk to other people about it, because you might have a great idea up here in your noggin, but when you say it out loud and you start talking to people about it, they just don't get it. And so you just really want to be clear about what this name is. So let's jump in. Often solopreneurs and freelancers can get away with branding their own name, but you should also consider industry-specific words, feelings, and the goals that you have for your business as you're coming up with your business name. So if you're considering branding your own name, just jump over to GoDaddy.com or Network Solutions and see if the domain name that you desire is available. So you could take a look at your first name, last name.com or the first name, last name.com as alternatives to finding your domain name if you want to brand yourself. But a word of warning about this: if your name isn't easy to remember or to spell, you may want to consider branding something other than your name. So here are some tips to keep in mind as you're figuring out your business name. It's better to be specific rather than generic. So if you do graphic design, don't choose a name that conveys all digital marketing. You want people to see your name and immediately have a sense of what you do. Avoid trying to utilize numbers or acronyms in your name, as these can be difficult, and especially if we're jumping into creating your website, which comes up next, and actually buying a domain name. When you have a combination of numbers, people might get confused whether or not they're spelled out or the actual digits. Try to link your business name to stories or positive emotions that you want to convey. So for example, Boundless Marketing, first we came up with that name because we were thinking of Plato's allegory of the cave, and being in a cave and knowing that there's a world beyond and breaking free of your chains in order to better market yourself. Kind of is how the story flowed there in relation to the name of our company. So we want to have a story behind that name. Does your name sound nice and friendly? Or is it conveying a different emotion than how you want your brand to come across? Are there other businesses in your niche or in your industry or your geographic location with the same or similar name? Do you want to be associated with them? What other businesses or listings come up when you search for your business name? So we have one of our clients, our freelancing clients, has a name where the local university comes up first and covers the top 5 to 10 listings on Google, and our client doesn't really have a shot of outranking them, even though that Google search is their business name. So you have to be very clear and kind of know what the competition is on Google as you're coming up with a business name, because you definitely want to come up in the top couple of listings on Google if somebody's searching for you. So let's see. Your goal today, as you're going through this process of figuring out your business name, is to brainstorm different words, emotions, feelings, stories that you really want to have associated with your brand and with your freelancing business. From here, see if you can come up with some clever and unique business names Try not to be too clever though. You want it to be easy to remember, easy to spell, and not have any confusion with what you do. As a freelancer, as I mentioned, feel free to use your own name and just brand yourself. That often works well with solopreneurs. If your goal is to grow your freelancing business from just being you to having an entire team or being a large marketing agency, for example, you might want to think beyond just having your own name as the brand name. So take all of this, go out, talk with your friends and your family and potential clients that you already have, and see what their feelings are on the name. Figure out what comes top to mind with them when they hear the business name. And, it's okay if you have, down the road, if you have multiple domains that all point to the same website, because maybe your name's a little bit more difficult to say or spell, but you still want to have that branded in there as well, for example. And yeah, that basically wraps up today. Now, as a reminder, what we're doing over the course of August is every single day, I am publishing a new video that covers our 31 days to creating a successful, profitable freelancing business. The guide is available for download on socialspeaknetwork.com/first-month. You can download our free guide there. We also do have a paid workbook that goes through this training as well and asks additional prompts and questions to get you moving forward with your freelancing business. If you are on YouTube, be sure to subscribe right below. If you're on Facebook, be sure to like our page and you will be receiving notifications about each of these videos as they come live. Thanks so much. Again, my name's Caitlin McDonald with the Social Speak Network, and I will see you tomorrow for day 6.